I'm going to tell you what it's like to visit Washington, D.C. during February. Hello, welcome to Trip Hacks DC. My name is Rob. I'm a tour guide here in the nation's capital. If you're coming to Washington, D.C. and you're looking for the best tips, tricks, and hacks for exploring the city, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any new videos. And if you're interested in signing up for a Trip Hacks DC tour, head on over to triphacksdc.com afterwards to see the tours that we offer. This video is part of my month-by-month series where I tell you what it's like to visit Washington, D.C. each month of the year, including information like weather, special events, things to do, and other month-specific information. If you have visited D.C. during February before, leave a comment on this video and let everyone know whether you thought it was a good month to visit. Otherwise, let's get started. In my experience as a tour guide, I can tell you that February is definitely, by far, the slowest, deadest month of the year, which you can totally use to your advantage if you want to see DC with a fraction of the crowds that you would get the rest of the year. Washington, D.C. has 4 seasons, and February is that part of winter where everybody's sick of the cold and ready for spring to come. It's actually the second coldest month of the year, with average daily highs of 47 degrees and average daily lows of 27 degrees. So on an average February day, it will be comfortably above freezing. But remember, this is an average, which means it could very well be warmer or colder when you visit. To pack for February, I recommend a coat. This is the one that I wear, and a hat, kind of like this one. Gloves are a good idea too. I like these simple gloves that you can just stuff into your pocket when you don't need them. As far as footwear, you can bring boots if you like to wear boots, or if the forecast is calling for a lot of snow. Just remember that I always recommend a comfortable pair of walking shoes, and boots don't always fit the bill. When you visit DC, you are probably going to be doing a lot more walking than you do back home. There is one government holiday during February, President's Day, which can be a great time for a weekend trip if you have the day off work or your kids have the day off school. And even though it seems like the kind of holiday that we might do something for in DC, it's really just a bonus day where people get an extra day off. Although I suppose if you wanted to celebrate the presidents, there are plenty of presidential memorials and historic sites that you can check out. Valentine's Day is not a government holiday, but a popular one nonetheless. This may be a controversial opinion, but if you come to DC on Valentine's Day, I recommend skipping the fancy restaurants. On Valentine's Day, most of them switch over to a fixed price menu that can often be more expensive than the regular menu, and the food is often cooked in bulk. If you do want to celebrate a nice Valentine's meal, you can go the day before or the day after and order off of the regular menu. Even though February is the month when I give the fewest number of tours, it's actually not a bad month to be outdoors. You can do a tour of the monuments on the National Mall, or go ice skating at one of the rinks around town. Most visitors prefer the ice skating rink on the National Mall, but there are also rinks in Georgetown, the Navy Yard, and the Wharf. Speaking of the Wharf, this is actually a pretty cool place to be during the winter months. There are big open fire pits where you can stop and cook s'mores over the open flame. There are also coffee and dessert places where you can stop for a hot beverage and a sugar break. February is, on average, the second snowiest month of the year. I'm not going to go in depth into snow in this video, but if you are curious about what happens in DC when it snows, I have an entire video on that topic. So look for a link in the video description. Even though outdoor activities are perfectly plausible, a lot of people are just sick of winter at this point and really focused on indoor activities. A few great indoor things you can do include touring the Capitol, the Library of Congress, and the U.S. Botanic Gardens. February is also African American History Month, and I highly recommend checking out the website africanamericanhistorymonth.gov to see all of the special events spanning the Smithsonian, the National Archives, and other institutions. You can also see a play at the Kennedy Center, or an NBA game, or an NHL game. Or if you're feeling a little more adventurous, check out one of the shows at the smaller theaters around town. For last-minute tickets, a little hack is that you can use the website Gold Star, and it might even save you a little money. And that's it! Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, you can subscribe to this channel by clicking on the Trip Hacks DC logo, which is popping up right now at the bottom of the screen. And if you're coming to DC and want to sign up for a Trip Hacks DC tour, you can click on the Capitol Dome on the left side of my head. That'll send you over to triphacksdc.com, where you can see all of the tours that we offer. Enjoy your trip!